Fanfic Corner, presented by Jennifer. Are you okay? Ezra's point of view. We were on our way back to the base after Sabine's breakdown. The whole ride back was silent. No one said a word. As soon as we got back to base, Sabine jumped off the speeder and rushed past everyone to get to the ghost. I sighed and finished helping Kanan and Rao unpack the supplies. When we finished, I headed straight for Sabine's room. I knocked once. Nothing. I knocked again. Still nothing. Sabine, it's me. Can I please come in? I asked. She didn't say anything, but the door hissed open. I walked in and closed the door behind me and saw Sabine standing in the corner painting. Are you okay, Sabine? Fine. You can't lie to a Jedi, remember? I'm not lying. I really am fine, she said, her voice quiet and cracked like she wanted to cry. No, you're not, Ian. What's wrong? She stopped painting and took a deep breath and whispered, I'm sorry. Sorry for what? When I stormed off, I yelled at you. All you wanted to do was make me feel better, and I just got mad at you. I'm so sorry, Ezra, she said, still facing the wall. Sabine, I could never be mad at you. I know that you're going through something and that I should have let you have your space. She looked over her shoulder and smiled. Thanks, Ezra, but how can I make it up to you? Well, I said, taking her hand and turning her around to face me. Dance with me and pretend the world doesn't exist, I pleaded. Sabine looked at my hand and I had held out to her and said, okay, quietly. Slowly we started to rock back and forth in a square like a simple slow dance. I didn't know where to put my hands. Well, I did, but I didn't want to make Sabine uncomfortable. Just then Sabine's words interrupted my worried thoughts. Ezra, you do know it's okay to put your hands on my hips, right? We are just dancing. That's not anything bad, she told me. As I moved my hands down, she slowly moved faster, giving me hints to spin her. So I did. We started laughing at ourselves and picking up speed even more, and were having a great time until we fell. Sabine landing on my chest. Oh, my force, Ez, I'm sorry, Ez, I didn't mean, was all she got out. It's okay. Don't worry, it was my fault anyways. I'm sorry I ruined our fun. We stayed there on the ground until Sabine got up and said, "Well, I will see you later, Ez," and got up off me. Huh. Oh yeah, later. What time is it? Sabine checked the time and looked back at me. Too late for you to go back to your room without waking up Seb. And you know how dangerous that can be if you wake him up. I thought about it for a little and sighed. Yeah, you're right. I can just sleep in the common room. It's okay. No, you are not. That is so uncomfortable. You can stay here if you want. I gulped, knowing how weird and awkward this was going to be. I'll be right back, Sabine said, while grabbing clothes from a drawer and heading to the refresher. After a few minutes later, she came back wearing a purple sweatshirt and black shorts. Then I took off my pants and jacket, but left my shirt and boxers on. Sabine crawled in her bed and motioned for me to join her. Good night, Ezra, she said while she kissed my cheek. Thank you for making me feel better. And for the dance, she whispered while turning to the wall. I froze, feeling her soft lips on my cheek. It was like she put me under a spell or something. Shortly after that, I heard her breathing reach a steady, steady pace. Slowly and softly, I started tracing her cheek. Tracing "I love you" over and over on her back. I did this until I got sleepy. I flipped onto my back and got to go to sleep. When I finally got comfortable, Sabine turned to me and put her arms around me. I stiffened at her touch. I love you too, Ez, she told me in my ear. I pulled back in shock and looked deep at her. What did you say? I love you too, she repeated. Really? Yes, silly, she giggled a little. But how did you know you were asleep? That doesn't matter. All that matters is that we love each other. But nothing. Just stop talking and come here. I smiled at her and we slowly leaned in until our lips touched. I couldn't believe it. I was kissing Sabine. When we separated, she smiled at me and told me she loves me and told me to get some rest. Then her lips touched mine and I knew I was home forever and would never be alone again.